Greetings and welcome to the Griff Report. This is the NCAA Basketball Tournament edition. We'll start with 7 o'clock games here. Clemson versus Arizona. Clemson the big underdog here against a really good Arizona team. We didn't see as many second round upsets as we have in recent years. Clemson was impressive in their win as an underdog in round 2, leading most of the game. That's a role the Tigers are in here, as they are 7-1 as underdogs this season. Clemson, a senior-led unit, and will most likely be a tough out right here. Arizona, led by senior guard Larson, as well as having a senior forward there. So we got veterans on both sides here. Arizona looking to make it to the Final Four, which is being played in Arizona this year. Something conspiracy theorists might say is going to be a problem for them, as teams don't usually make it to that Final Four when they play it in their home state. But it happens in the NFL. It could happen here, and they're playing this one just an hour from campus in California, a place where they tend to get upset at it in the tournament, actually. We'll see how it goes here. We see a bit of a tricky movement from the bookmaker here, moving the line from 6 to 7, despite 58% of the action on the underdog plus 7. The money line here is where we see only 14% on the underdog. 86% of the money line bettors are laying that minus 315 price for the Wildcats. I'll take Clemson here in the underdog role here and hope their seniors show up to play with the goal of them trying to win outright, and that would make them close enough to cover even if they come up a little bit short. They have the regular rest time here from the regular season instead of the short Thursday to Saturday rest that the winner of this game will have going into the next game. My pick is Clemson plus 7. On to a rematch of last year's championship game, San Diego State versus UConn. We see last year's game, it was a 17-point win for the Huskies there. They come back here. They are only time when they are not above 500 for the year against the spread is when the other team has short rest, or other team has more rest than them, or when they're playing on short rest. The money's still going on UConn minus 11.5. That's 75%. Is going on the defending champs here. No one has made a living betting against UConn this year. If you bet against them, it had to be in just a few games, or you were losing money this year, because they're really good against the spread as well as straight up. They're even better. But this is a really good defense by San Diego State here. But I'm not picking against UConn. I would rather get a better number than minus 11.5. But that's where it's at. It opened at 8.5. They've not been playing around. I've not seen anybody really come up and they can compete with them. And I don't know what San Diego State's going to change. I know they have a very good defensive unit. We'll see how they come out. My pick is UConn minus 11.5. Alabama versus North Carolina. Another one where all the consensus is going on. The favorite here, UConn, the big favorite. UNC only minus 4.5, taking in 83% of the consensus against Alabama. They have a veteran team. They were down by 10 early in the game against Michigan State. Came back, they were up by 9 at halftime. I was lucky enough, I was just leaving my dad's goat farm, listening to it on the radio. So I made a dangerous bet while driving down Boogash Parkway on my way back home, because I got them at even money in that Michigan State game. Now Alabama, they are dangerous as they're a good team, the only SEC team left. But they haven't fared well against top 10 teams, and North Carolina has definitely been a top 10 team this year. They're not as good as they were last year. For Alabama, but I mean, they just beat up on Charleston and Grand Canyon. This is North Carolina. I'll take the Tar Heels. North Carolina minus 4.5. The final game here, this one's really a toss-up. Illinois versus Iowa State. Cyclones minus 1.5 here. The consensus is going on Illinois, 63% on them. Iowa State is one of the top teams in defense and defensive efficiency. They're going to need it here. Illinois gets them down that court really well. They can put up points in a hurry, and they're a dangerous team to try to live bet on. I found that out a couple times this year, like at Iowa, where they went on and blew them on out. I've watched both of these teams a little bit more, enough to know that either one of them is capable of winning this game here. But for me, the decision comes down to the defense that the Iowa State Cyclones play. They open at minus 160 money line. It's down to minus 122. This is one where you got two really evenly matched teams. I mean, there's no advantage with the line. I mean, you might be able to get a better line live bet. I'd say the chance is very little that either one of these teams come out and just get blown out. It could happen, but we'll see how it goes. I'll take the Cyclones in a close game. Iowa State minus 1 is the pick. These are tough games. I could go 0-4, but I'll do the best I can here. As for me, for my fans, and of course everybody that doesn't like me, best of luck and enjoy your Thursday. God bless.